All right, this is the mainland. Oh, oh, oh. There's a school over there. All right, the mainland. Wonderful. Map of Egypt. Let me see how fancy the map is nowadays. Takes a while to load in. It's not, it doesn't normally take that long. I'm hoping it's because it's loading it up for the first time. I hope. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So, how far out can I zoom? Oh, this is amazing! Oh, I love that they added this map. This is great. So many people are going to love this. Before, you weren't able to zoom on the map at all. I'm going to let this load up so you guys can see how big the map is. Dr. Jamie, Defender of Ovaries. Oh my god. If we did a Total War Rome 2 series, then you could play as Egypt. Well, Talkus, maybe at some point we can put it in the Strangelands Cup. 4 people can play that at the same time, Talkus, right? Not Dr. Jamie, is Dr. Jammy? Is it really? So does Neil actually have these different personalities, or has Talkus assigned all these personalities to Neil himself? It does look a little bit like Minesweeper. Alright, where am I anyways? I'm around here somewhere. Like right here? As definitely Talkus is doing, yeah. Alright, so this is Egypt. This is the Nile Delta here. You got the Nile that comes down all the way down here. In fact, this is I wouldn't call this like geographically accurate, because Egypt itself ends like right here. This is actually like the Sudan. This is the Red Sea, but again, it's not like accurate to real life. It's close, but it's a little weird. So, Tanis, what's down here? Is there more down there? Feels like there might be. Oh, unnecessary. So, of course, many people live along the Nile, right? Because it's got water, and you need water for your base and whatnot. But there is water scattered about here, and of course, there's the Red Sea, so people can live there. But lots of the traveling happens here, so a lot of people populate the Nile itself. Plus, papyrus grows on the Nile, and papyrus is a pretty valuable commodity. People talking to me? Hello, my faction peoples. Down with the Mishmosh heathens, and down with the Ash Kush Bigash diaper wearers. There we go. Saying hi to my faction people. So here's the map. Now, to get from, like, let's say you were to start up here, and you were to walk to the bottom of Egypt, I don't know exactly how long that's going to take you, but that is going to take at least a day, real time, for you to walk down there. It's going to take a long time. It is a giant map. Is papyrus for paper? Yes. Papyrus is for paper. And other things. Minting, it's for currency as well. That's another thing that this game does that's different than any other game I've ever played. You can actually build your own mint in this game. You can actually create your own currency in this game. Now, of course, that doesn't mean everybody's going to use it. You have to sell people on it, and you have to back it up with physical goods. For instance, one tail a group made their own currency, and you could buy into it with like it was like one linen, one something, and one something else. I don't remember. It's been so long. It's like 10 years ago, guys. And they get currency. And because the currency was backed up with value, it actually becomes a currency in the game. Although the catch is that it's still run by a group. Now, if the group stops playing, the currency dies out, and then another one has to be born. So unlike any game you've really ever played where they'll say, you know, oh, the players run the economy. That's partially true for most games, but in this game, it's so true that they literally have to make the currency itself. And I don't know of any other game that does that. Not even EVE Online does that. And another unique feature of this game that you'll never see in any other game is that there is a legal system. Players can write laws, they can submit laws to ballots, they get voted on, or they go to petition. And if you get so many people to sign your petition for your law, it goes to a voting booth. And the Egyptians, all the citizens vote on whether it becomes law or not, and then the developer programs it into the game. How crazy is that? There is no other game that does that. None. So in Tale 8, there's 3 law systems, one for each faction. So you will live under a different set of laws depending which faction you're living in. So right now I'm living in here, but if I were to move down here and this faction took over this area, I would be bound by their laws. Very, very different. It's very strange. Alright. So anyways, let's zoom in here. Oh, I'm all the way out here. I don't want to be here. This is actually a bad starting location. Alright. Well, I'm heading towards the Nile. That's where I want to live. Somewhere near the Nile anyways. The Egypt and Rome Total War is actually pretty historically inaccurate, using units from the Pharaoh instead of from Alexander's successors, and attracted a lot of criticism for that. Total War Rome 2 fixed that though, which is why I plugged that game specifically. And it has a campaign multiplayer. Yeah, this game doesn't delve into any actual like history for Egypt. There isn't too much of a story. Basically, the gist of the story is that there is a stranger. He's called the Stranger. Hey, I was gathering this wood. And the Stranger comes to Egypt and it challenges the people to form a perfect society. And that sounds all fine and dandy. The reason why it's difficult is that they often put things in the game that entice people to behave poorly. And it's up to the people themselves on whether they want to fall for that and behave poorly or work cooperatively at the betterment of all of society. Actually, this stuff might be... I'm not sure I can walk over this. This might be too steep for me. This game is really deep. It's crazy how deep this game is. And I think so many more people would play it if they were able to port it into a new graphic... Oh, no. Am I going to be stuck up here? Damn it. I thought I could walk this. If they could port it to a new engine. I might be able to get up over here. So this is a proprietary engine that the dev made himself back in the 90s. 98, whatever it is. I don't know. I could probably squeeze through this little mountain pass. And it's too expensive to port it into something modern, right? Because it's basically, you'd have to rebuild the game from the ground up. Because this is proprietary. So if they were to jump to something like Unity, or what's the engine that Worlds Adrift uses, Talkus? An engine like that could work for this game. I don't remember the name. But that's basically starting from scratch. And you're looking at, you know, 100 grand. More, possibly. To do something like that. But if they were to do that, they would be able to put the game on Steam. And they'd be able to have updated graphics. Now, I don't think this game needs fantastic graphics, all right? The pudding of this game is in the deep systems. And the variety of mini games that can please hardcore fans and casual fans. That's where the pudding is. Not the graphics. So, I think if they were to get a new engine, I think they should stick with a low poly look. Something simple. It doesn't have to look like the Crysis engine, right? Spatial OS, yes, that's the one. See, that would be a good engine for this game. Unity or Spatial OS. Oh man, these are tall mountains. Ooh, there it is. I can go through here. Rico of the Eon, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Neil, have you told Hate how much I hate her? Who? So what we're hoping for with this tale is that the dev will be able to make enough money that he could afford porting it to a new engine. And if he can do that, I think that would breathe some serious life into this game. Because that's the turnoff people have. They see these old graphics, and especially the terrain, and it turns them off. As far as the animations go, this game was ahead of its time as far as animations go. Remember, this was made in the 90s. This was not a common thing in the 90s. Look at some of these emotes. You did not have this kind of animation in the 90s. A backflip? You didn't have this in the 90s, man. So at least the animations are pretty fluid. But look at the terrain, right? The terrain is jank. And that's what scares people when they see this game. Then I showed her Talkus the movie and she thinks she can take you easy. Who the hell are you guys talking about? I want to go up here, I think. Ooh, what's that? Oh! Another test that you guys would probably find interesting in here. The test of Kefri's children is where you find beetles out in the wild here and you breed them. And you get different types of species of beetles, and by breeding the excuse me, I got the hiccups. And by breeding them, they produce different patterns on their backs. And then you keep on breeding and crossbreeding, and suddenly you get really crazy and beautiful patterns on these beetles. And the test comes in where people do like a show, almost like a dog show, where they submit their beetles and everybody goes and they judge which beetles look the best. And if yours is judged to be the best, then you pass the test. Really cool stuff. I think banishment to the Black Sea was also mentioned. So in previous tales, there is the test of the Demi-Pharaoh. Again, another interesting test. You sign up for it, and you get put in a group with anywhere from 4 to like 7 other people. And you guys have to discuss among yourselves which one of you will advance into round 2. And if you cannot make this decision, none of you advance. So if you can, someone advances to round 2, you get put in a new group of 4 to 7 people, and they have to determine who advances. And this goes through like 4 rounds, and at the end, only one person wins. The people in the final group have to determine who is the winner amongst themselves. That person who wins is called the Demi-Pharaoh. That person who wins gets the power to permanently ban 7 people in the game. Now think about how crazy that is. Permaban. They can permaban other people in the game. Now, what permaban means is that the character is banned. The person, the player, they don't get banned. So the character gets banned and that person has to make another character. Now, what generally happens during this is people are kind of made to promise that they will not abuse this power. And generally speaking, people expect this power to be used on griefers. If a griefer joins the game, causes trouble, that's where people kind of expect that power to come from or be used on. I'm gonna see what this is over here. I think this is a University of Leadership. I'm gonna check it out. You can have a pet beetle? Absolutely. You can have pet beetles. You can not only have pet beetles, you can have thousands of pet beetles. So, with that said about the Demi-Pharaoh, that was removed from this tale. It will not be in here. Instead, we have Test of the Elder, which happens when your faction, and mine is Hyksos, they will vote on an elder, and that elder then gets power to banish people from the faction or invite people into the faction. Alright, so this is a school of leadership. It's yellow. I thought yellows were universities. I was wrong. Principles of leadership. Yeah, I can't do anything there. Alright. I want to know what's up here, actually. What is this? What is this avarice thing? Let's go up there. I'm going to check that out. On Windcraft, I have a pet Weibel. Not sure what it actually is, but it's fun to have around. I don't know what a Weibel is. Weeble? Weibel? I know Weebles wobble. There you go, Neil. That's what I'm talking about. There's one of those altars. There's also there's like a botany type thing where you can learn all these different types of plants. You can harvest them and you can use them in cooking. And there's a pretty massive cooking system in here where different ingredients will give you different temporary buffs. Pretty crazy stuff. So that's an altar. I can't do anything there. A few statues. This is another voting booth here. What's that? What is that? That might be a stone, which is pretty rare. Look at that, a medium stone. These are very valuable in the beginning of the game. Holy cow, that is amazing. That's a large stone, but you can't pick those up. What is this? This is new. I don't know what this is. Some things are going to be brand new. Some things might be old, but it's been so long since I've played that I won't remember them. I don't know what this is, guys. Oh, this is a priest altar. Okay. I can't do anything with this. Right. Okay. These look like old ruins. I just found a random cut on my finger. You know what? You know what's annoying? Cuts on the knuckles. That's what's annoying. Oh, this is the chariot stop. Okay. What are these buildings then? So this right here, this is a destroyed chariot. This is what we need to rebuild. This is definitely something you want to live near. So I've come to the right place, I think. A stone is rare. A stone of that size is rare. It's the size that matters. Not how you use it. Oh shit! I walked right by this thing and I didn't even see it. The Great Hall of the Hyksos. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is our technology building. Personal progress. Look, patching one file. How cool is that shit, guys? This game, they don't have to take down the server. They can patch that shit on the fly live. How awesome is that? I don't know. Oh! The Great Hall of the Nomadic Lands Planning Application. So what it's saying here is in order to advance this part of this technology, they need 1,500 boards, 4,500 bricks, 150 dried papyrus, 30 leather, and 540 slate. This is a lot, especially for one person. That's why it's a community thing. So when it comes to universities in this game, there's schools and universities. Schools, you go to a school, you pay tuition, you learn a skill. Universities work differently. At a university, they take donations of resources. Once these numbers are met, it unlocks a technology, and everybody in the community has access to it. People's School of Worship. Prepaid goodies. Request my papyrus seeds. I get papyrus seeds. Wait, what did that say? Thanks for the pre-order. May your papyrus always be bountiful. Oh, I got some. I got 10 papyrus seeds. Awesome. Test Principles of Worship. I need to be level 2. I can't do anything. Is there one school? Oh my god, this is amazing. I love this place. The chariot has all the schools right around it. This is amazing. This is not something we had in previous tales. And yet, I saw that little stone at a distance. Yep. Because, prepaid goodies, pick up your medium stones. I don't want to do that, though, because they're heavy. I'll wait for that. Rock of the Ages? No. To open Principles of Architecture, you need 1,000 boards and 1,000 bricks. Yeah, I don't need that. We don't need anything here. So when you do pre-order the game, you do get a couple of the minor items. I did not know you got medium stones. I knew about the papyrus seeds. What is this? School of Thought. Kiln construction, which is 20 bricks, easy. Pottery, I need 10 clay as tuition. The school has given me an empty jug to help you gather clay. So what you do with that, I believe, if I remember correctly, you take the jug, you put water in it, you dump it on clay and collect the clay. These other things are expensive. Oh, and there's a beetle garden up here. This is where you take your beetles to show them off, like a dog show. I'm so excited for this game. To see all these people and all this stuff going on. I miss this game so much. 100 wood. Fly fishing, that's going to be expensive. Sharpened stick is not easy to get early on. So yeah, there's carving. You can carve knives. There's fly fishing. A whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, there's hundreds of skills in this game. There's over 100 technologies too. Lots of crazy stuff. What are these things? Benches? Oh, you can sit on a bench? Oh, okay. I was a beetle. What characteristic would you possess? I don't know. Prepaid goodies. I can pick up my fireworks. I don't want to do that right now because it's going to take up inventory space, which is precious early on. So I don't want to do that. Ask for some flax seeds. Did he give me different type? No, he gave me Old Egypt. And I can't demonstrate the principles. Okay. Was that it? Wait, where did I come in? I came in from that way, right? Leadership. Local leadership. That's new. I bet you that has to do with the test of the elder. Test principles. I need to be level 2. I need to be level 2 for a lot of things. I don't remember how I get to level 2. So if you were a beetle, what characteristics would you possess? I don't know. You would have a different pattern on your back. Exploration, 2 leather. This is not easy to get in the beginning of the game. You need to kill sheep or camel to get that. Project management. Canvas is not easy to get. A lot of these skills I can't quite get yet. I'm so busy farting around and loving what I see that I haven't even started picking a base. Oh my god. Alright. Let's head west. I'm gonna go towards the Nile. These pillars are everywhere. They're just visual. They don't do anything. Alright, so I want to live within walking distance of this center right here. So I'm going to look at this area right here. I have a feeling I won't be the only one though, guys. This looks like clay. This might be clay. Clay clay becomes extremely valuable later on in the game. I think this is dirt, not clay. Water. I can pick up water. So... Oh no, I didn't get any? Hold on. Can I drop... Is there a way to spill out my water? I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyways, you can actually collect tadpoles in this game too. You get them by pulling up water. Yeah, this isn't clay. I think clay is a little redder. Some people in chat are asking about Avaris. What? Avaris is the chariot stop. It also has one of each school. Thank you, Chill. Avaris. So I guess it's like a capital? Yay, tadpoles, yep. And you can get like thousands upon thousands of tadpoles. Alright, cactuses. The way cactuses work, and you injure the cactus. Oh, somebody already injured this. You injure the cactus, and it starts leaking sap, and after time, you can collect the sap. I said, I think I said that you... I think I said that you needed cabbage juice on the altars earlier. I was wrong. It's cactus sap. Oop. How did you read chat, Chill? I don't know. But thanks for pointing it out. What? What? I need to go back. He said there was clay at the school. I'm gonna go get that real quick, because that's you need that for pottery. Oh boy. Alright. Backtrack. There's a lot of walking in this game. So, what I like to do with this game, especially when I get like really into it, is I like to watch movies or a TV show while I play the game, because sometimes if you're doing a lot of walking, it can be a little boring, right? I have you guys to chat to, so it's not boring. But if I'm by myself, I click on the horizon and I kind of wait. So you pop in a TV show or a movie, and that's fun. Just want to double check, because if there's clay, that'll let me learn a new skill right away. Are these North American cacti? There's this game isn't historically accurate, so we don't need to worry about that. Behind the pool behind the School of Thought. Can you zoom in over here? That looks like a creeper face, guys. I don't know which one is the School of Thought. It's the one with the question marks, right? art and music. Where's the question marks? Over there. Mushrooms. This game has tons of mushrooms in them. Mushrooms grow in specific regions at specific times of day, and there is a test where you have to eat every mushroom from the ground. Pretty crazy stuff. And mushrooms, of course, can then be used in cooking. Where is this clay spot he's talking about? Oh, he's right there. Fantastic. How much do I need? I think 5. Uh-oh, I'm lagging. I can't move. There we go. Yeah, those are saguaro, Carnegie gigantea. I'll take your word for it because I know nothing about cactus. Pottery is 10 clay. Okay, cool. Goober's godmother would lose her mind. She's a biologist and she hates this kind of fudging. The reason for it is because there needs to be a variety for gameplay reasons. And the real Egypt doesn't have a variety enough. Like all these mushrooms, many of these mushrooms are real, but some of them are also made up. And I know for a fact that many of them aren't native to Egypt. This sucks because I still don't have a base, guys. I've got 5 clay right now. Okay. Is Talkus proposing to my viewers again? It has to happen at least once every stream. She doesn't like the very hungry caterpillar? Why is it bad for kids? Oh! I found flint! Every now and again, when you pick up clay, you do get a chance of finding flint. I completely forgot about that. Oh my god, so many memories are coming back, guys. So many memories. There's actually a decent amount of clay here. Not too bad. Alright, we're gonna go learn pottery, guys. Learn pottery. Bam! Now I can make jugs. Mold a clay mortar. Oh, I can empty the jug of water here. Okay. Assembly, make a clay lamp. Carving, I can make knives. Can I make a knife right now? A flint knife. Oh. I don't know if I want to do that, but oh. Okay. I'm gonna grab me a couple more clay just in case I don't find another spot. Also, did I get any tadpoles? There you guys go. While scooping up water, you got some tadpoles. They're really cute and weigh practically nothing. Maybe you'll find a use for them. How many did I get? Where are they? I got 10 tadpoles, guys. Are you jealous or what? And remember, this game is free to play for the first 24 hours. As in 24 hours of gameplay, not 24 hours of real life. So if you want to try it out, it's free. Alright, I think I'm good. I'm going to head out to the west. We're going to go back to the Nile. I'll go take a look at the Kefri's children over here, the garden. She says it misrepresents the caterpillar's lifestyle and growth factors. Also, there's only one cacti species native to North Africa, and it's not the Carnadea gigantea. I feel her disapproval radiating from Ireland. We must never tell her about this. I promise to keep my mouth shut. So there you guys go. It's a scarab garden. So what happens is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people bring their beetles here. Their beetle gets placed in front of these little arches, and then people judge them. I can gather wood from this? Oh, that's weird. What is that? What is this? A cat house. There you guys go. There's a cat house. You can own a cat in here, by the way. You can own a monkey too, though, and I don't know if breeding a cat will cost me breeding a monkey. I think I get a cat for my pre-order. I think. But I don't know. Like I said, I am afraid that if I get a cat, I won't be able to get a monkey, and I want a monkey. Where's and I found a cat to love in Minecraft yesterday. That poor cat. Again, I can see it now with Dalkas. I will love him, I will pet him, and I'll name him George. Alright, time to find my home, guys. The game has been up for 2.5 hours and I don't have a home yet. Oh my god. In fact, I need to get me something to drink. I'm going to click on the horizon. And I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going back, guys. Where are we going? This way. Headed towards the Nile. So, at the beginning of the game, the probably the most valuable resource, or the one that kind of starts off as a currency, if people start trading, well, people will start trading. Lots of trading happens in this game, by the way. Flax is pretty much the first main currency, although people will trade in other goods. Papyrus becomes pretty popular too. Also, in case you didn't notice, you walk faster on roads than you do on grass or sand. Just making sure those are plants in the distance and not beetles. There's the Nile. There's actually a decent amount of trees here, guys. This is a good spot. I would like more sand, but this isn't bad. The only other thing I don't like about it is it's not terribly flat. I generally like to work with a flat surface, but this isn't bad at all. I'm gonna walk down here a little bit though, see what else is available. Looks like this guy's probably setting up base down here. So many trees. They definitely added trees into this tale. I know that there was a problem with people collecting so much wood last tale. Like, I think the bonfire at the end of the tale, and a bonfire is like an infinite storage type item where people just dump all their wood in it. And I think it had like 6 million wood, which is disgusting. And I think their way to counter people hoarding wood was to give them more trees to use. I think that's kind of what I got out of it anyway. So I think that's why we got all these trees. Greedy Poor, how you doing? You remember this game? You played the free trial once? Well, it's still free. You can get you can download it and get the first 24 hours free. Like, I think they've had that always in this game, right? Like even in the early days, I'm pretty sure that they had a 24-hour free trial. This guy could potentially be my new neighbor. So we got a voting booth here, guys. Ooh, what's that over there? There's a school. School of the Human Body. $6 million wood, yeah. I guess that's not good for... I don't know. I guess it's not good for the server or something? Wow, someone already built a house, guys. This is a good spot. That's why he built the house here. Look at all this sand. but he's got enough grass as well. Right on the Nile. This is a very good spot. I would build here in a heartbeat. But I don't want to encroach on this guy. He built his house over here, and while there is obviously plenty of room for me over here, this would be like the equivalent of walking into a bathroom with 30 urinals along the wall. Some dude is taking a leak on like urinal number 14, and then I walk in and take a leak in urinal number 15. That's what this would be if I were to build a house right here. Your headmaster used to do that? Are you serious? Holy shit, what is that? I can't stand that. There is proper male restroom etiquette. And if you can't follow it, then maybe we need to do something about that. We need to remove you. I don't know what kind of garden this is, guys. Look at, they got their home over here. I think this is just a regular garden. I don't think I think it's just cosmetic. I don't think there's any use for it. Ooh, it's got nice trees. I'm also getting close to my limit on bulk. Yeah, this is just cosmetic. Are all the trees 5s? That one's 4. That one's 4. Yeah, this is nice. All right, well, I'm gonna head back then. Actually, we'll go back this way. My mom asked my dad and I about this one time. She was so confused why it was important not to go to the stall directly next to someone. That's fine. She's a woman. She doesn't need to know. Women have their own restroom etiquette. Men have their own restroom etiquette. And you only need to know which one you're going into. If you made some changes and you're going into a different one, then you start concerning yourself with that one. Otherwise, you don't need to know. What is that? Oh, someone dropped some sand here. I feel like I should plop down my base over there. I think what no one is because there's not a large enough sand patch. And you need a large... What's over here? You need a large sand patch. We don't really need a large sand patch, but people who think long term want a large sand patch because you need it for camels. And camels are further down the line. Like, this is a decent sized sand patch. Another thing you want to be by is clay. But clay isn't terribly common. Yeah, this is a decent sized patch of sand. If there was clay here, I would probably build here. Lots of voting booths here. There might be clay over here. Wage war on the other factions. So there's no combat in this game, and What? That guy just teleported to me. What's he doing here? Or he just logged on because he was logged off there. This is clay. I'm building here, I think. Oh, is there no reason to build here? Why was this spot not taken? Because, like... Like, right across here is the chariot. I just got to go down there a little bit. It's not bad at all. Okay, I need to remember that spot. I think that's where we're going to build, guys. As long as these people don't want to build here. Oh boy. This is a giant clay patch. This is great. The only thing that sucks about this, well, there's trees not too far. There's trees right here. What else is this missing? I'm gonna get prepared to make a wood plane. Making a wood plane and placing it on the ground is kind of like claiming territory. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place one down, and I'm gonna look around a little bit more. But I seriously doubt I'm gonna find a better place than this. This is pretty good. Oops. Okay, let us projects wood plane, put it right there. All right, so that's me temporarily claiming that area. I'm gonna look a little bit further down though. One 423 2112 are the coordinates. Thank you, Chill. There's a lot of sand up here. This could be a good place too, if there's clay. So clay, it's useful in the beginning because you need it for making jugs and other things. But it's really valuable in the late game because you need it for Rayleigh ovens, which are used in a lot of things late in the game. Yeah, there's sand here, but I don't see any clay. This looks like dirt and not clay. Yeah, that's just dirt. I'm going to look a little further. While we're walking, I'm going to click on this. So the little pyramid up here, this is basically like the goals of the game. I know Diesel asked that earlier, what are the goals? This can kind of help you with the goals. Why aren't they not loading up? Holy cow, is this all clay too? This looks like clay, guys. is. Alright, so that's another big clay patch, but there's no... Well, there's sand over there. But what you would do is you would generally build your base around it. That way, later on, it is, I don't want to say unlikely, because it's possible, someone will respect your boundary and not place a Rayleigh oven in the middle of your base. You can't build directly on the clay, because it'll eventually sink into the ground. Anything you build on clay will sink into the ground. So it's not like a long-term building solution to be on top of the clay. You want to be next to the clay. Looks like this person is setting up right there. So I'm not going to go that way. It's a whole lot of nothingness up there anyways. So I'm going to head over here and then go south. This looks like clay right here, man. That looks like a massive clay pit. I think they added clay. So in the previous tales, there were problems with people claiming clay areas, and they were limited, and some people didn't get access to some, and whatnot. I think this may have been a way, adding all this clay, this may have been a way for them to fix that, to mitigate it. There's some kind of fire pit or something over here. Hey, let's go over here first. That's where I lived last tale. I lived right there last tale. In fact, is there clay over there now? I didn't look. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on in chat. You guys are crazy. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot. So this is a university of leadership. I don't remember if there's anything I can get it from it right now, but I'm going to check it anyway since I'm here. There's not too many of these in the game. Fairly rare. Learn nothing. Read the census report. So this is the census. These are all the initiates of architecture, students, apprentice, journeyman, scribe, master, sage, and oracle. This is how many people that have passed these tests. Initiate, you have passed the initiation of architecture. Student, you passed 1 test, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and oracle passed 7 tests. So that tells you how many you got. This comes in handy at the end of the game. Research, test, principles of leadership. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I don't remember what the first, level is that I can get. I can find out from here, I think. You have unlocked compound construction. I think that's the first one I need to get. No, it isn't. Alien 2 is the best one. So, I'm not sure. I grew up, I love Alien, I love Aliens, and I love Alien 3. Now, I know it's pretty popular to hate Alien 3. I thought it was fantastic. The director's cut, especially, is very good. It cleans up the story a little bit. But I thought, I mean, a lot of people felt it didn't fit in the series, And I disagree. I thought it fit just fine. And I kind of... It sucks because the next Alien movie, and they are making another Alien movie, by the way, as in a follow-up to Alien 3. As far as I know, from what I understand, they are disregarding Alien Resurrection from canon, and they are disregarding the end of Alien, or technically the beginning and the end of Alien 3 from canon. Did you watch Prometheus? Yeah, I didn't like Prometheus. So I don't know. I don't want to spoil it in case anybody plans to watch Alien 3. But they're writing it out of canon, and that sucks. Because I really liked Alien 3. People really hated the deaths, and I didn't mind them at all. The people who died. I loved how isolated it was, right? Alien's about isolation. The first one is about a single crew that was isolated on a planet. The second one is about a single crew that becomes isolated on a planet after a colony got isolated on a planet. And the third one is about a crew that's isolated on a planet. I don't know. I thought it was great. I love the third one. I've not seen Alien Covenant yet. I've heard bad things about it. I'll definitely watch it, but I don't have my hopes up. This is clay too, guys. There's lots of clay all over. You saw Prometheus before you saw any of the Alien films, so that may affect your opinion. Yeah. I guess that could. People build these wood boards like all on top of each other, so that they can do like a ton of wood at one time. I'm gonna need to do boards pretty soon, so I'm gonna start picking up slate. Yundor is walking towards where my camp is. I'm hoping he doesn't want my camp. Oh, he's going a different way. I think I'm good with this camp. I mean, there may be better spots, but I'm on the Nile, which is kind of nice. It's a high traffic area, which is always nice, because you definitely want people to stop by. Because people have things to trade, people have things that they can teach you. There's lots of things. So high traffic is good. You just don't want it to be like super high traffic. It's not far from the chariot, which means I can walk here and get to the chariot fairly quickly. And I can travel around Egypt with that. The only thing that I would change is to be closer to the chariot. But I can't have that and be on the Nile at the same time. Unless I lived on that side of the Nile. Which I suppose I can go move over there. What were we talking about? A movie? You're trying to figure out what a movie was? I'm pretty sure my next step is to get compound construction, which is 100 boards, 100 bricks, if I remember correctly. So I ought to do that. They got me 6 stone blades. You know, while this has a lot of clay, there is not a ton of sand. Oh, I need straw, don't I? Ugh. Straw's not my favorite thing to do. Fire in the Sky, yeah, that was quote-unquote based on true events, which is not entirely true. I guess you could say that, you know, perhaps him disappearing is true. He was gone for X amount of days, and that's true. But the other stuff in there, I'm going to have to be skeptical about the true part. With that said, I thought it was a good movie. And as far as aliens go, I'm not sure a movie scares me more than Fire in the Sky. Alright. This sand, the lack of sand is making me second guess this, guys. Was that all? Was that? Hold on. See, this is what happens. Is you second guess yourself, and then you feel like the grass is greener. Oh my god. I want to double check over there. Because right here might be a better spot if this is clay. Because that would be closer to the road. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that out. How close am I to the... Screw it, I'll just go this way. So, movies. I'm a huge movie buff. Lots of people are. What movie scared the crap out of you as a kid? See, right there, if this is clay and if that's clay, I may move there. What is this lunatic doing running laps around the Nile? Yes. The Phoenix Lights, that's the fireball that went through Phoenix, right? The fireball that went through a town or something like that, or it hovered over the ground and went around a bit. Is that what the Phoenix Lights were? Or multiple fireballs, I think it was. Yeah, it was balls in a V shape. Yeah, I remember reading something about that. That's a fairly common UFO type sighting. I know that there was one where my dad grew up as well, a famous one. I don't remember I don't remember what it's called, but it was the same thing. Fireballs flying around. Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Yeah, that was a scary one for a kid. Absolutely. Neon geese. You get out of the city. When I was a kid, what scared the hell out of me was Poltergeist. That freaked me that freaked me the F out, man. Poltergeist, The Exorcist scared me. What else? More will come to me. But Poltergeist is right up there. I wonder how many people are on the server right now. Wait, wasn't there a guy just right here? Or was that him I was thinking of? I think it was him. Who else? What other movies scared me when I was little? E.T. E.T. scared me. Not only did E.T. scare me. Alright, I'm gonna share something with you guys I haven't shared with a whole lot of people. I had nightmares about E.T. well into my late 30s from when I was a kid. I shouldn't say nightmares. I should say nightmare. It's only one nightmare. And it's the same one over and over. I don't think it changes, like, at all. Or if it does, it's very minor, or I don't remember it. So, I am, I'm walking through a desert, ironically. And this is the nightmare. I'm walking through the desert with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, I don't know if you guys remember who Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is. He was a basketball player. Popular in the 80s. Very good basketball player. He's one of the best ever. I enjoyed watching him play. I don't know why he was in my dream. I wasn't a Lakers fan. But I always enjoyed watching him play because he was just so dominant and huge. So, I was walking through the desert with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's holding my hand. And I'm a little kid, by the way. Well, it stuck with me until I was an adult. But it started when I was a little kid. And we're walking through the desert, just him and I. And we come upon a trailer. Wait, this is the spot. This is the spot I wanted to build. I almost walked right by it. And it's one of them silver bullet trailers. Is that what they're called, guys? I don't remember. Is there clay here? If there's clay here, then I'm probably going to stay here. Clay. I think I'm going to build here. How about trees? Trees right there. Some trees right there. So the question is, which side of this do I want to live on? Right here or right there? I feel like right here. So, alright, I'm going to finish my story before I forget about it. I'm walking through the desert with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's holding my hand. He's not only holding my hand, he's wearing his uniform and his goggles. Because he was famous because he had an eye injury, I think it was. I don't know, but he had to wear goggles while he was playing. And we find a trailer in the middle of the desert. It's a silver bullet trailer, the old style. And we walk into it. And I go into the kitchen, and I'm a kid. And there's a window above the sink, and there's a curtain over the window. And we opened the curtain to look out the window because we heard something. And E.T.'s face is freaking right there looking at me. And that's usually like when I wake up. That's when the nightmare ends. I don't think I've ever gotten past E.T.'s jerk-ass face sitting right in the window looking at me. I had that dream since I was, I don't know, 7? And I had it well into my late 30s. I don't think I've had it in a few years. but it stuck with me. Why? Who knows? Who the hell knows? Slither freaked me out, and Dreamcatcher. Slither was really good. I actually really liked Slither. Dreamcatcher was pretty good too. I liked it better than most. I know a lot of people who don't really like Dreamcatcher, but I did. A lot of Hitchcock freaked me out as a kid. Still do, yeah. I really like Rear Window. The birds scared me when I was a kid. I didn't see Rear Window as a kid, by the way, but I did see the birds. Oh, look at that. My bulk. I'm too fat. Alright. I am moving my home to be this here. Also, it's pretty flat. I kind of like it. Alright. Here we are. Let's drop this grass. We need a lot of it. They were good horror movies, just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, Hellraiser? Yeah, Hellraiser was a good one. I mean, all the originals, like all the 80s originals, they scared me too. Nightmare on Elm Street, probably the most. A lot of people have this revisionist history about Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it's people younger than me, I don't know, but people see that and they don't really see it as scary, and it isn't. It didn't. I don't want to say it didn't age well, because I still like it, but it didn't age well as a purely scary movie. People tend to laugh at it more now, but I tell you what, guys, in the 80s, us children were fucking scared of Freddy Krueger. All right, there's revisionist history going on about that movie not being scary. Kids were scared to death of that shit when I was growing up. Oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yeah. Evil Dead? Evil Dead, another one. But even still, Evil Dead is not on par with, like, Poltergeist, man. I think it's because Poltergeist, they took a traditional, a typical white family in the suburbs type thing and unleashed hell upon them, right? So at that point, you kind of feel like this could happen to me. Whereas with Evil Dead, you know, it's some teens going out to a cabin, and by that point, you see scary movies differently than you do as a 6-year-old, right? So I think that's why Poltergeist was so successful in terrorizing children back then. The first Nightmare on Elm Street was good. Yeah, and that's true. It did get silly and silly and silly as time went on. That's definitely true. I'm gonna build another wood plane here. Is it raining? Wait, is it raining? No, it's not supposed to rain today. Yeah. What was that noise? I had one strawberry left and I didn't even notice. Oh boy. I don't need all this mud. I don't need all this sand. Alright, what I'm going to do is right now I am occupying 2 places on the Nile, and that's not fair to everybody else. So I'm going to go over there on the other side, and I'm going to destroy that that wood plane that I made, so someone else can build there if they want, because it's not fair, this one, for me to do that. Tell her that she can read me the pest thing, and then I can read her the token, and we can bond over it. Child's Play and Puppet Master. Yep, those are classics. By the time those came out, I was old enough to not get scared by such movies. So while I enjoyed them, I was already too old for it to traumatize me. Poltergeist, I was not too old for it to traumatize me. What else was there? What's that? Oh, seeds. Whoa, 50 seeds? I'm gonna leave them there. They probably belong to somebody. That just seems like somebody who wasn't able to carry them. They need back for them. So I don't want to steal them. Children of the Corn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Diesel, you're good at this. That's definitely one, too. What else we got? For a kind fuck, Donnie Darko. Yeah, Donnie Darko was good. But again, I was an adult by the time that came out, so it didn't scare me. Oh, how about Cannibal Holocaust? Did any of you guys see Cannibal Holocaust? Yeah, The Shining. That's a good one, too. Poltergeist scared me more than The Shining, though. I'm not sure... As a kid, I'm not sure you can top The Shining or Poltergeist. Exorcist may come close, though. And there are others I just can't think of right now. Alright, there we go. Tore down the building so someone else can claim that. I feel better. Oh, how about... Oh, God. You guys remember... Well, I don't know how old any of you are. You young ones may not remember it. But there was kind of like a... How do you describe it? There was a video that would go around that... And this is a countrywide thing. This isn't a local thing. At least I don't think it was. There is a video that went around called Faces of Death. And it was a video put together by who knows who of people dying. Now, some of these were faked. Perhaps even most or all were faked. Some of them looked, well, for a kid, they all looked real. But, you know, as you grew older and you see something like that, you're like, okay, this is obviously pig blood or something, right? But it was done in a way that made you believe they were real. And as a kid, or as at least a young teen that would get access to something like this, they were scary as shit. So we had Faces of Death, and then after a while, Death Faces came out. And these things would be bootlegged, basically. They would be passed from person to person from copying. And those were pretty scary. Eventually, if I remember correctly, eventually Blockbuster started carrying this. Now think about that. A movie, it wasn't even a movie, it was like a collection of clips of people dying that claims they were all real, because the people who put it out never said it was fake. What's this? That's probably sand. And Blockbuster starts carrying it? You could rent Faces of Death at Blockbuster? What the shit is that? That's crazy stuff. So if you were young enough to get your hands, or young enough and got your hands on Faces of Death, that could traumatize you. You think most were faked? I think you're right. They may have gotten, like, what my guess is, some dude got his hands on like 1 or 2 clips of actual people dying and thought, oh, I could put this together in a video of like 30 people dying and sell it. And he, of course, struggled to get video of actual people dying, because back then a video camera weighed 200 pounds and sat on your shoulder, right? It didn't happen. So instead, they recreated it. I think that's what happened. So 1 or 2 may have been real and the rest were just faked. One of the only horror type movies I've seen, I believe, was called Crow's Nest. I've not heard of it. I need bricks. And I need to make brick wrecks. I thought I had boards. I thought I was doing boards. I guess I was not. Would actually be nice to have a second wood plane here. What? Do I not have slate? Oh my god. That movie made me scared about going into the woods ever again. The Crow's Nest? Really? What year did that come out? Because that does not sound familiar to me. I see. I just wanted to see what those filters did. Not a whole lot yet. Yet. (2010 or 2011? Ah. Found footage style. I didn't want to be eaten. So, I was there for the Blair Witch Project when it first happened. Not only was I there, my brother was going to a university at the time it happened, and that's an important thing to point out, because Blair Witch Project marketed through universities a lot. So they did this thing, and this was, remember, this was in a time where none of this kind of stuff happened, where they did this marketing for a year leading up to it, saying that the movie was real. It was real found footage, and they had more than that though than word of mouth. They had a website that supported this, and this website had like police documents on it, had all these interviews with people. They had this huge marketing force to show that this was real, and they used word of mouth through universities to spread it, and they would show the movie in college towns, and those students would share with other students who would share with family back home, and that's what they used to spread the word. And it was huge. It was huge. First time we've ever seen anything like that as far as movies go. And because I lived it, I think because I know a lot of people look back at Blair Witch and they're like, they don't understand it, right? They're like, this is an average movie. And I guess maybe in hindsight, perhaps it is. But if you lived through it, I think you would look at it differently. Just like we do Citizen Kane, right? Have you seen Citizen Kane? It's a snore fest. But if you look at Citizen Kane in the context of when it was released, what the world was like, what America was like when it was released, it's a very different world. It was a very different movie. And it blew people away. That's why you always see it on lists, the best movie ever, despite it being a little boring. And I think Blair Witch kind of falls in that same category. It's a kind of a how you had to be there type of thing. That's what I think anyway. But what do I know? I'm just glad that I got to experience it when it happened. I got to see the hype for a year. People talking about it. Friends hearing from a sibling about it. And the word of mouth that was totally different. Oh my god. I hate these wood planes. Eventually you get to upgrade them and they don't break so often, which is nice. But right now they're a pain in the butthole. Same is true of any number of films, I suppose. Casablanca was quite painful. Yeah, good example. Kind of like Jaws? No! I think Jaws holds up. And that's another one that scared me, by the way. Actually, you know what scared me more than Jaws? When I was a kid, by the way. What scared me more than Jaws was Orca. Have any of you guys seen Orca? That scared me more than Jaws. Build me a few brick racks. We need 100 bricks to go learn the skill. Five, I guess, is good enough. Sure. We'll go with 5. Alright, we need... How much straw do I have? 41, okay. Let's grab some of this and some of this. Oh, come on, I'm close enough, right? God bless America. I'm 3 over. Mud, let's drop 3. We'll let those dry. No one's seen Orca? So Orca was basically a ripoff of Jaws. Only it was about a killer whale instead of a shark. Now, the reason why this was scary, everybody knows what sharks are, right? Even though we grow up seeing sharks as terrifying, obviously in adulthood we realize sharks are just a part of a food chain and they get stigmatized and people go hunt sharks and that screws up the food chain and they're just doing what they do. We understand that now, but growing up, you know sharks are scary. However, you grow up thinking orcas are adorable, especially if your ass went to SeaWorld and saw the original Shamu like my ass did. I went and saw Shamu as a kid. Not only did I see Shamu as a kid, it was SeaWorld in, was it Ohio? Ohio's had a SeaWorld, right? I don't think it does anymore, but it used to. I went and saw Shamu, and they picked me out of the crowd to feed Shamu. So I got to go over there and feed Shamu a fish. And they gave me a Snickers bar. And I thought that was the coolest thing. I was like, oh man, I got to feed Shamu. Shamu is so amazing. And then I go and see a movie like Orca, and I see a killer whale killing people. And I'm like, no, Shamu, you're cute and adorable. Why are you slaughtering people? So that's why Orca, I found as a kid, Orca to be scarier than Jaws. Did I not put bricks in here? What the hell's going on here? And ooh, we're having server lag. And not only that, even though it was a ripoff of Jaws, it wasn't a terrible movie. At least, I don't remember it being a terrible movie. Maybe it was in hindsight, because I haven't seen it in forever. But it wasn't a terrible movie. So they were able to rip off Jaws and not be too terrible. Wasn't Free Willy responsible for a massive increase in tourism to SeaWorld? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but that wouldn't surprise me at all. How much slate do I have? Oh, I got a lot of slate, guys. Some people stole a JCB and broke into Lidl supermarket in Dublin for food, and now the whole supermarket is on fire. What? Wait, what's a JCB? $55 boards. Hey there, Sorian. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Welcome to the channel. I'm building where you used to live in Tale 7? Really? I hope you weren't expecting to build here in Tale 8. I'm sorry if you were. I actually didn't live far from here in Tale 7 myself. It's a big area. If you wanted to live here, there's plenty of space. Lots of it. I was going to build right here, because that's a very nice clay pit. I decided not to because of there's not too much sand, and I felt there was a lot more sand over here. Plus, I like being on this side of the Nile for access to Avarice. So that's why I'm sticking with this here. Oh my god, I hate these things. Don't worry, there's plenty of space for everyone to enjoy. Yeah. Absolutely. A JCB is a digger lifter for Americans. Oh. Okay. I'm Bruce, I'm 5, and my dad's Bruce Lee. What the hell are you talking about, Neil? Uh-oh. I got lots of straw. What am I missing? Sand and mud? Okay. Oh boy. I'm running out of room. It's a good thing I didn't pick up my medium stone at the school, right? I'd be in trouble right now, I think. I like this place for schools, chariot, and many resources around. The CS was very easy to reach. Yeah, have you seen Avarice yet, Sorian? Avarice? I guess it's the capital? All the schools are in a circle around Avarice. So you can get access to all the schools over here, right around the chariot stop. It's pretty awesome. It was a song when I was a kid. And the next line is, he drives me around his JCB. Okay. You British folk, I don't know your jargon. I never got a manual to speak British. You've not seen that yet? I'm just waiting for my ropes to leave the beginning island right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really nice. How are you, subscriber? You are a subscriber thanks to Talkus the Valiant. Now that Talkus has income, he has showered several of my viewers with subscriptions, which he does not have to do, but he does it anyways. But that's awfully kind of him. Thank you, Talkus. All right, I got 100 and 100. Isn't compound 100 and 100? Oh my god, I don't know. Oh my god, I gotta check the wiki already. Here's an article on the now inflamed supermarket. Oh my god, I don't know if I want to see that. Okay, ATitD compound. Nope, not that one. Compound construction. 200 bricks. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to dump some of my stuff, guys. Yep, you're absolutely right, Sorian. I don't need my thorns. How heavy are thorns anyways? Wow, thorns are a deben each? Oh my god. I'm getting low on straw again. Sand is 5. Mud. I can never remember the ratios to make bricks. Like, I first started playing this game in like 98 and I still can't remember. I need a storage ASAP. I do. Yeah, the same problem as you wonder your pockets get full so quickly. Yeah, and not only that, on my way here, I found a medium stone in the middle of the desert. So that's taking up some of my weight. Of course, you can't pass up a medium stone, right? Not this early in the tale. In fact, I've never had a medium stone this early in the tale. You used to like dig parties? Have you seen my dig party video? Oh, wait. I already used up all the straw. Alright, we'll go back to picking. Last time I ran into a coconut tree with so many coconuts I couldn't move. Goober is wild about JCBs. Now I'm worried he'll become a thug who steals canned corn. You can only hope, right? Oh, you've been around since Tale 2 and Tale 3. Wow, you've been around a long time then. It's so interesting how some names I recognize from Tale 1 and 2 and 3. And then sometimes I run into someone, I don't recognize your name, but considering how long you've been part of this game and how much I put into this game, chances are we've probably at least acroed together, right? Oh, you changed your name. I changed my name as well. I was not always known as Fixer. In Tale 1, 2, and 3, I think it was, or maybe just 1 and 2, I was Bartholomew. Anything else I have that I can get rid of? I'm almost there on bricks. I don't need the cactus sap. I don't think. Flax. I'll keep the flax. Slates. I want the slate. Oh my god. I don't want to get rid of anything. I need my compound. That's what I need. You weren't famous. Right, but everybody, well, most people get into acro, and acro, oh my god. It's getting ridiculous. I do have a lot of wood. Maybe I'll just dump the wood. Wood seems to be not too much of a problem these days. They put in a lot more trees, by the way. Egypt uh-oh, what happened to my screen? Egypt has a lot more trees. I think that's going to be real helpful for people in their bases. I think. Oh my god, I might have to choose another spot to settle so that your viewers don't see me being around. That's quite alright. I'm shocked anybody's even here watching this. The game's so old. Be careful seems to have new rules on fire pits. Really? I have not heard that. They're like, what, pollution rules or something? I can see them doing that. Pollution. Almost there, guys. I don't even remember where I need to go to get compound construction. Is it architecture? It's got to be architecture. It is. Okay. Which is to the south here. Okay, cool. That's not far. $194. Damn it! 507. What am I missing? Sand is 15. Mud. Alright. That'll give me enough, which means I don't need any more sand. I don't need any more mud. I'm good. I may not have used the correct word since I'm French. I meant the thing you could do in T7 to store infinite wood. Oh, the bonfires. Yes. Right. I think if it's less than 200 wood, the bonfire crumbles. If it's more than 200 wood, then you lose 10% per day. Which means bonfires are not really worth doing anymore. I'm ready. I'm ready to go learn a skill, guys. I got it. Let's south. We'll go to architecture and we'll learn compound construction. Yeah, there's literally marks in the terrain a couple places over here. We're headed right over here. School of Architecture, I think, is right over there. You're on your way to the mainland. Oh, thank you for the sub, Pixpo. Awfully nice of you. Thank you, thank you. Talkus loves everybody. There it is. That's where I need to go. What's this over here? What is that? That's probably like buckets of sand. Someone who just had the same problem I did. Aw, cut that stuff with Z Phoenix. No more hate. You know, I started myself to do some videos on ATITD in French last September. Oh yeah? I didn't know there was still an active YouTuber doing the same in English. I did some at the beginning of Tale 7. I did like 8 videos. Compound construction, pay tuition. Bam! I don't want my medium stones. Okay, cool. Let's go back. Yeah, I did like 8 videos, and I decided to get back into Tale 8 and do some videos here too. At least I kind of help get people to see the game and maybe, you know, convince people to try it out. It needs more exposure. Yeah. I agree. It's a hard sell. It's a hard sell. People see the graphics and they move on to the next, right? Uh-oh. The scientists at the Red Sea University of Architecture would like to announce that Calm Kitty has demonstrated that Egypt is ready for the principles of architecture. They declare the test open for all citizens of Egypt. Wait, principles can be done at schools, right? Or do principles have to be done at universities? I know tests are universities, but aren't principals schools as well? Oh my god. Yeah, people, you need to try it out and let it time to sink into your skin. You'll never be able to leave us. Yep. Alright, so this is how the game works. People donated to the University of Architecture to unlock the principles of architecture, which means because it was done at a university, we all have access to start that now. Principles of architecture, start it! To prove you are worthy of initiation into the discipline of architecture, you must start off with the most basic of buildings in Egypt, the compound. To pass the initiation, you must construct the compound and then expand it into at least 16 sectors. While you must be the one to have built it, you do not necessarily have to be the one to upgrade it. Hell yeah. That means that we can be level 2 now, once we do that. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to move up in the world. Everybody's coming and running now, yeah. Everybody's running to the school in order to start the principles. The rat race has begun. So now that that's unlocked, that's a chain reaction to help more skills get unlocked. And there are people whose primary focus in this game is to be the Joneses, right? They want to be the first to unlock these things, the first to pass these things. And it's an enticing feeling to know that I'm ahead of the crowd. I'm getting all these things done. Not just for, you know, ego or vanity, but because some of these things are cheaper the earlier you do it. Some things, like obelisks, become more expensive over time because they have to be taller and taller and taller. So generally speaking, you want to be early, and there's so many incentives for people to do that. So now I need to build me a compound, which is 100 boards and 200 bricks. Learn compound construction, build a compound with at least 16 sectors. What is the default compound? Is it 10 sectors? I don't remember. I think it's 10. Alright, so I can pick the wood back up. Now I'm gonna need more grass. Oh my god. 200 bricks? Ugh. So it's a strange game. Well, I mean, I guess most MMOs are like this, right? Where there's a bit of a grind in the beginning. Some of the most unpleasant stuff is in the beginning, and you got to unlock other things in order to participate in the theme park or whatever it is you want to call it. You're glad you joined my Twitch because you're going to have like a 45-minute run to join back the spot I choose to live. Where are you going to live? I'm getting hungry. I'm going to need to get a banana. Can't forget, I gotta do boards too. I need 100 of those damn things. Am I gonna do my weekly giveaway? I may as well. That's probably a good idea. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tonight. Hold on, let me set up MoveBot real quick. Open, reset raffle. Okay. Exclamation point raffle. There we go. You're pretty far east by the Nile after the Avaris? What, like over here on the Red Sea? Or by, you said by the Nile? Uh-oh. Oh, it's still working. Let's get skills back up here. So exclamation point raffle, and I'll give away a game at the end of the stream. Two 638-1709. Wait. What? You're like really far then. You're really far east and a bit south, still in Hyksos though? Okay. You're way down here somewhere? Holy cow. That's where your base is going to be? That's a long way from the chariot. Have any of you guys played Into the Breach yet? I got my hand on it the other day. It's good. It's pretty impressive. The games this dev puts out. You know you can teleport, right? You can teleport like in the previous Tales. If you know the person's name that you're teleporting to. Oh, let's set this as my home location. I may be past the time where you're allowed to teleport, but I'm fairly certain that you can teleport. Yeah, if you want to teleport to me, feel free. I don't mind. I was going to watch Wander play, but there's so many series I'm watching, and I just never make it before it gets too late. Yeah, it's a good game, and it's at like a really nice price point, right? 15 bucks. I'm assuming that's you. There you are. There you be. Welcome. Nice to meet you too. I'll say it in game because it's awkward. In case anybody's listening in. Yep, that saves you a run. I don't remember how long it takes for that to go away. Is it an hour or something, like a couple hours? And you lose the ability to teleport? Or is it... Or am I just missing? Sometimes they put weird things in weird places around here. I don't know. You have 20 teleports available. Where at in the menu? Oh, I see. It's okay. Starting spots. For the first 24 hours of play, you can travel instantly at no cost. This gives you a way to find a good spot to build your camp. You can teleport 19 more times. Why does it say 19 more? I haven't teleported yet. That's very weird. I'm glad they allow you to do that, though. Yeah, I found it. I need some sand. 40, 80. Gonna need lots of bricks, boys and girls. Might count your first time when arriving in the mainland, choosing your faction. You're probably right. I didn't think about that. You're trying to convince Talkis to become a hermit and live in the deep desert atop a wheel mounted on a pole. Why are you talking him into that? Oh, my brick racks are breaking. Slate, clay, and trees are very plentiful here. Lots of clay. It's really nice. You're welcome. I'm gonna need to build another brick rack. I don't like the brick rack breaking thing. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. The CS is amazing. Why is she saying that? The CS is broken. Did they fix it? They didn't fix it. You can't fix it that quickly, can you? What? Oh, she's probably speaking about the schools. I think I got lucky, guys. I think I got a really good home base location. I think I got lucky. I'm good with that, though. No, 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 brick wrecks. May as well build a couple more then, right? Oh, that's too far. Since the others are going to break. One of them is a little off. Oh no. I hope that doesn't kill anybody. There we go. I just noticed I didn't even change my avatar since it was a male one at first. I didn't even customize it. Can you change the gender of your avatar? What? Do I not have any more blade? Oh my god. God, Talka, she's completely new to the stream. And you're pulling her into your Talka drama. How much slate do I have? Okay, I got a couple. Oh. You can't, but you subscribed as a woman? Oh. I mean, you look pretty female to me. Oh, it was a bug? And it switched over to female? I see. That's weird. That's silk, by the way, guys. I don't need any of that right now. We'll need it later, but not now. Oh my god, look how much more wood I need. Ugh. Let's get another. Wait, I thought I had one. Oh, I only got one. I should probably get more before I do that. Getting ahead of it myself. Encroaching. She wasn't topless. She had a top on. What are you talking about? Did they ever decide, Sorian, do you know if they decided to put in an emote for men? Because women had their own emote that men, well, you could teach it to men, but it was difficult. But women were able to belly dance. And I know that they were looking to put in a men-only emote for them as well. Does this mean you won't feel the void in... Tulkas, you don't have a void in your heart. You're married to like 4 people in my chat. You remember the belly dance? Yeah, they were talking about putting a male-only emote for Tail 8. Yes, but I always crave more. Then why don't you go Mormon? What? T. What am I out of? I got straw. I need mud. And a little bit of sand. I like how you can carry 30 buckets of mud. But this is a game, not a real-life simulator. You know how it is. I won't need more straw soon, I think, again. Oh my god. He may have some clay to fix it. Talkus doesn't realize how precious clay is in this game. They don't know about the Rayleigh ovens. I gotta watch my weight. It's getting high. "30 buckets of mud or 1 sheep. Choose wisely. Arkandor, hello. Does a sheep only weigh 30? Sheep weighs more than that, doesn't it? I remember sheep's being heavy. Like 100. Or 200. Something like that, isn't it? It's been so long since I've picked up a sheep. Didn't I just build that damn brick rack and it already fell apart? Straw. I think. Sheep is 500? Yeah, that sounds about right. It is ridiculous. I remember one tail having to dump almost everything out of my inventory. And if it's 500, that means I did have to dump everything out of my inventory. I need to get me a compound so I can start dumping some of this stuff off my person. You keep talking, you're not doing anything. It's easy to do in this game, right? You get distracted, and then suddenly you're not progressing your base at all, and you're like, all this time I could have built this or that. I could have made a batch of charcoal. What happened to my life? I need more charcoal. Not 500 till 7. I could take 3 of them. Really? Are you sure? Alright, I got enough bricks. I just need boards. Okay. Which means I'm gonna need more slates. And how much... Okay, projects, wood plane. I'm gonna get a 3rd one going here. Get it nice and even. Close enough. Whatever. So now you guys saw that one where there were like 10 blades all on top of each other. This is why. So you can use hotkeys. Oh my god. Playing a whole bunch at once. $59. I'm almost there. More slate. Oh my god. I am really excited to get back into tests. The building and the crafting and whatnot, it's fun. But just like in any game, you know, there's only so much you could do. You need breaks from it. I do. And the tests are always really nice breaks. Well, usually really nice breaks. Some tests require you to build a lot of shit too, but tests were like a nice break from building. You build stuff, you collect stuff, you do tests. It's a nice gameplay loop. I like it. That's also part of the charm of the community, don't you think? You never see the time passing by. Yeah, I agree. Look how quiet faction chat is. People are so focused on moving forward that faction chat is like silent. Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon. Might be one near University of Body. I've not checked yet. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't care. Alright, I got me a few blades. Just need 41 more boards, guys, and I got me a house. Hello, P. Oh my god. I used to make some tests, then focus on building my camp, then focus on farming resources, then I'll focus on breeding. Yeah. It's a nice variety, right? Sometimes, you know, you do too much of one thing, you get a little bored of it, you burn out. But with this, you know, there's other options to change the game up a bit. It's a nice loop. I like it. Everyone's trying to unlock things as fast as possible, yeah. I used to be one of those people, man. Unlock stuff ASAP, be the first, be the first. Everyone's trying to catch up to me and not me trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm trying not to do that this tale because that can lead to burnout, right? Especially if you don't focus on one discipline. If you're doing all disciplines, then it can add up. Oh, I'm already out of wood. I can build it. All right, guys. Construction time. Okay. Projects, compound, townhouse. I am facing northwest. All right, so it's going to be on a bit of an angle. Should I keep it here? Hold on. If this was your spot, where did you put your compound before? That's dirt. That's not clay. I thought it was clay for a second. I think I might just put it up here. Maybe I'll put it back a little bit. And that way's north. You put yours on the sand? I don't think I want to do that. Won't that potentially, putting it too close to the sand, won't you run into pollution problems if you do that? I don't know. Projects. Compound, townhouse, west. I think right here. I always build by the water so that tools that need water don't need me to run with. Oh, jugs! You're right. You're right. Jugs when you got your pottery going on and whatnot. Ooh. Yeah. There's lag. Yeah. But you're right. You're right. I feel what you're saying. Oh boy. I think I'm going to do it down here then. Because you definitely want to leave enough space to put a camel pen up, right? I'm gonna do it like right here. I need to get me a snack when I'm done with this. West. Oh no, it digs into the ground. I don't like that. Oh no. Eesh. North? Nope, it's saying that I can't do it there. Could do it there. Seems kind of weird to have a face in the Nile. I really don't like it when it does that. I wish I could raise it up a little bit. I don't like it when it does that. It's probably going to be even worse here. I could always just put it like right up here, actually. No, not east. North? No, west. I mean, it's near. It's not on top, but it's near. And I don't have... Oh, there's a little bit of annoying... Yeah. That's not bad. That kind of works. I'm close to the sand. I'm not on top of it. I get access to quick access to water, sand and mud. I think I might go here. You're trying to answer me in game? Oh. Hey, there's answering here. I don't know if you got my answers because I'm lagging. You need to stand where you can pick a large amount of resources without worrying of the overweight. Like sand for glass. Oh, that's right, glass. Water, potash, and such. Potash is a real word in English, yes. Yes. Absolutely. So compound ought to be directly over some sand at least. That's people joining still. Some part of it. Poo, because it is on a huge angle, it makes it a difficult thing. I'm worrying a lot about it now because it is not something you can really take back. You want to get it right the first time. Unless you want to work hard for more materials. North. That could be good. How's the ground? I don't know why I'm so worried about cosmetics. Because they don't really do anything, but I've seen bases that dig deep into the ground and they look awful. And since, you know, I'm streaming, I don't want my base to look awful. It would be nice if I could move if I could move the compound after I build it. Alright. God, why does it dig so much? Forty out of 49 cells are usable. If I did this, I would have to expand it out this way, and that's a pretty far expansion for early in the game. Oh, wow. That won't even work. The indentation's gonna drive me nuts. I hate them. I hate them. I wish it didn't trigger me so much. Or else I would have been built by now. That's why, remember earlier I said I like to build on a flat area? Well, this is one of the reasons why. If I build it, like, even if I build it right out here, it's going to make the matter worse. Alright. Fricker. Someone's OCD? I don't have OCD. See, this one's not bad, but then again, it's not on the sand either. 40 out of 49. 49 out of 49. Ugh. Is this sand right here, though? Oh, that's not even on the sand. Yeah, I know you're joking. You do it too? This kind of thing? Yeah. How about I do north? That looks so bad! Why did I have to pick such a place with such a huge incline? That isn't exactly huge, but may as well be. Here we go, guys. Built. Alright. I give up. Projects. No, what do I want? Blueprints? Edit blueprints. Wow, this is really small for me. I can imagine how small it is for you. Floors, building shape, add a sector. Hold on. I didn't want to do that. Remove a sector. I forgot how this works. It's been so long since I've done it. Add a sector here. See, that's not bad. Now that's starting to dig. How big do I have to get this damn thing? Is there a toilet? There's no toilet. I can poop in the sand. I can poop in the sand. Elder Scrolls, I tidy up my home. Yeah, I did too. Okay, so how big do I have to make this damn thing? 16 sectors. So wait a minute. I've got currently 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of sectors. I gotta build one that large? Are you serious right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I guess I could do this. See, this is what it's going to look like, because you usually work within your house with the walls down. So this is what it looks like with all the damn grass digging into your home. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 16. I think I'm right. So yeah, it's not changed yet. I gotta add resources to it. Alright, so I gotta load resources, and we need to load projects, no, blueprints, load materials. 80 straw, 20 flax, 42 bricks, boards, tow, mud, bricks, boards, tow, rotten flax. Oh my god. Oh my god. 56 mud for ceiling. I can get mud! Let's get mud. You might want to expand piece by piece, maybe? Because once you start adding the materials, you can't build anything else inside. Ah. I remember that now. Abandon alterations. Okay. Thank you for that tip. That saved me possibly issues. I remember now that there's issues with that. What do I want to go with first? Flax related? Oh yeah. Distaffs and all that stuff. Oh my god, so many things. I'm gonna need thorns to do this. Guess I could put that there. Projects, no. Blueprints, wait. Load materials. They did that a little differently. Well, they may not have. I just may remember it differently. Well, we got lots of work to do still, everybody. Let's see if you need storage or anything else. You first have to end the modifications of your compound before you can start building anything else. Yeah, you're right. I got thorns right here, guys. I got straw. Okay. We got work to do. I would at least like to pass my initiation before I shut the stream down today. That is my hope. I'm gonna need some more wood. I'm sorry, boards. Why is it not working? I think I pressed the wrong key. I should probably get a chest in there pretty quickly too. That guy's gathering wood over there. That's what I wanted to do. All right, we'll go over here. Don't forget, exclamation point raffle. I'll give away a game at the end of the stream. I don't know what game yet. You know the drill. Oh, these aren't very good trees. What was that? Oh, my brick rack broke. Damn it. Ooh, these are all bad trees. These are all one wood. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have checked them before I chose a base. Got all those up there too. One wood. Alright, this is not very good. Oh no! At least the tree like right near my base, at least that one's 5 wood. These are all garbage trees. Ugh. I added more trees, but they're garbage. Did you already talk about the offline resources? Because yes, the game might look boring at the beginning, but soon you have greenhouses and oh yeah. I haven't talked about offline resources yet. In fact, I didn't mention them in that video that I did recently. I probably should have. I just didn't think about it. I mentioned that you do accumulate a little bit offline. Where is that at? Options? Utility? Scrapbook, make nope. Call game master, nope. Show code, billing, no. Options? Offline chores. Alright, so while you are not logged in the game, you can collect some resources over time. This is to help people who are more casual players who don't have a lot of time to put into the game. So the fact that they don't log in often means they accumulate more resources. The catch is that you have to grab X amount yourself before you're allowed to do it. So I need to pick 301 more grass before I'm allowed to accumulate grass while I'm offline. Or 800 more slate. Oh my god. In other words, not soon. You found a nice wood spots south of School of Arch. Alright, yeah, that's not too far then. Thank you. Oh, I have to load my thorns into the compound. I don't think my Twitch chat is updating. Is it? Is there something wrong with my Twitch chat? I want to reload Twitch. Hold on. There we go. Offline only works on paid accounts, though. Yeah. I remember that now. Been so long. Alright, boards. I have 13 bricks. I need more bricks and boards. 5 boards, 20 bricks. And we'll get ourselves a comb. Gonna need lots of grass. We just haven't been saying things. Chat's gotten quiet and bored. Gotta go. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day. Oh, thank you, Diesel. You have a good day too, man. Have a good weekend. It's Friday. Yep. You take care. Grab these guys. And I'm already out of stuff. straw. Alright, I need to get myself a banana and a drink. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. How's everybody doing? What? Oh. I was wondering what that noise was. You're working on lunch? What are you having for lunch? You're actually just really tired and not bored at all? That's good. I'm glad to hear. I'll probably run this stream until I pass my initiation, if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. How many more brick racks? Oh my god. All right, brick racks. Oh, I just spent all my boards. Duh. No brick racks. Working on pork chops, loaded potatoes, and green beans. Oh my god, I'm breaking everything here. I like pork chops. They're not my favoritist, but I'll eat potatoes in just about any way you cook them. And I'm pretty fond of green beans as well. I usually douse it in pepper, though. But potatoes, yum yum. Oh, there's more of these here. I didn't notice that. Can I cross this water? Excellent. And these are 5s? Okay, well that's a lot better than all those little 1 trees. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Goody gumdrops. I wanted to have steak with garlic cloves. I haven't had steak in so long. Oh my god, so much broken wood planes. I need more slate. How much do I got? I got nothing. Oh my god. I'm out of straw. Didn't I drop grass somewhere? Thought I did. Maybe I didn't. See, I kind of figured this could be a nice casual game that could be streamed, right? There's a lot of downtime when running about, gives me enough time to chat with chat. Talk about how poltergeist killed us when we were kids. Where was that? What is my skill at for Forged Blade? 7, so I already got it maxed out. I'm pretty sure it maxes out at 7. Gonna have some Oreos later. I was never the biggest fan of Oreos. I guess every now and again I like them, but I can live without them. Alright, I got me some blades. It'll last me a little while longer. Oh my god, one already broke! Did I not drop grass anywhere? Oh boy. I need more than 3 straw. I gotta drop larger batches. I ain't gonna get anywhere with that. What's my favorite snack? I mean, I'm not sure if I call it my favorite, but the one that I eat the most is probably pickles and olives. I wouldn't say they're my favorite. I like them though, and I eat them the most. You wonder how much of this could be remade in Minecraft? Probably a decent amount, Talkus. I think you're onto something. But yeah, pickles and olives, black olives. I don't particularly like green olives, but black olives. Oh my god, I can go through a can of black olives, no problem. It's nice for streaming, and it's even nicer if you have already gathered the resources before, so that you can process and build without running around. Yeah. But even though when running for resources, you get to see buildings, meet for Ecro, discover animals for safari, or meet with people at wine parties. Yeah, lots of stuff to do. Plus, I usually do body. What am I doing? I don't have any wood. I usually do the body tests, so running around happens a lot. Yeah, like no wood. I'm gonna stick to these little black trees here, these hawthorns. These are much nicer. Dill or sweet? Definitely dill. I don't hate sweet pickles, but I can eat them every once in a while. Dill pickles, I can eat a few of them. No problem. No problem. Someone just got some old dogs. That's a different kind of flaxseed. Remember, there's different types of flax seeds that you can that will produce different results. Oh my god. The shroom test got the best of me. I couldn't find those for the love of Bastet. And when I wasn't looking for anything, there, you have that shroom. Yeah. Yeah, it'll do that for sure. I think I like pickles and olives so much because I like vinegar. I don't know why, but I really like vinegar. So pickles and olives, pickled stuff. Well, I shouldn't say pickled stuff because I don't eat anything else pickled. I don't like pickled pig snouts or anything like that, or pickled chicken feet. No. Just pickles and olives. Gosh, they're breaking. I don't remember how long it takes to get an upgrade of one of these things, but I can't wait for it. That's for sure. Am I already out of wood? Jeez, oh Pete. Wonder how this tree is over here. Did I check this tree, guys? Do you remember? I don't know if I did or not. Let's go check it out. One and one. I did check these out. I remember now. Not very good. So I need to figure out like a nice wood path, right? Generally, you want a close enough wood route that produces about 50 wood. And here we got what, 5, 10, 15, 19, plus all these ones, but those ones are pretty much garbage. So I need to look around, check over by the South of School of Architecture, see how much wood is down there. These wood plates keep lagging. Sure, what's up with that? Got me a Sprite Zero. Nice and tasty. Alright, Tulkus. Thanks for everything. We'll see you later, man. Building this compound is going to be rough. I don't think I'm going to get it before the end of the stream. Maybe what I can do is cut the stream off, do a lot of this off screen, and then stream at my regular time tonight. Boards, bricks. Bam! I got me a flax comb now, guys. And the hiccups. Projects, storage, chests. I don't remember how much a chest can carry. Can I not load it up? There we go. 400 bricks? Maybe it's a box that I'm thinking of. Oh my gosh. That's bad. Projects, storage, box? Yeah. Box is a lot more affordable. 400 bricks. Jeez. 24 boards. That sounds lovely. Do it. Stash. Oh, this is amazing. I can get rid of my medium stone. I don't need the flint. I don't need the clay. The toe and the twine. I'll keep the rest, I think. Goody gumdrops. Oh, the next one. Fixer, I plan to settle where my wood planes are. I hope this is not too close to your spot. If it is, I'll move it south. Just please let me know. No, that's fine. Yeah, knock yourself out. No worries. Hello, neighbor, and welcome to the neighborhood. Alright. Did you drink too fast? Who, me? No. How the fuck does that just equal, actually equal 400 bricks in size? Yeah, I guess that's a little off, isn't it? Or is it going to have to be some small-ass bricks? Yep. Tubs. No, I don't need a tub. I don't need a carpentry shop. A distaff. I may just go that route. Pottery. Blueprints. Printer. Walls up. Yeah, I think I need to do a distaff next. Then back. Went over. Good enough? Sure, why not? Alright, what's the damage? 10 wood, which I don't have. 12 boards, which I do have. A couple bricks. Oh my god, that ate up all my bricks. Alright. So we need to grab more wood, of course. We need straw. Oh, because of the hiccups? No, so I don't know what has caused this. But it probably has something to do with you know, my medical stuff. But I hiccup once per day. And some days I get the normal hiccups. But I have this thing where I just hiccup once per day. Every day. Never without fail. And it's been going on for as long as I can remember. So as a kid. I should check those out. Yeah, I would get comments all the time at work. I'd be in my office, and I'll be sitting there, and all of a sudden it's just a loud hiccup because I don't really feel it coming on. Not usually. Sometimes I do, I guess. And I'll just do a loud hiccup, and then I'll get like comments from 5 people. Oh, look at this, guys! Holy cow! Oh, I can gather coconuts too from this thing. I got 3 coconuts. How do you like me now? Alright, we're going back. That's a good deal of wood. Did you try to run for wood around the School of Body? I didn't check, but last tell it was a nice wood spot. I did not, but I believe they overhauled the wood and trees until 8. Like, big time. That was a big focus of the dev, because as evidenced by the bonfire changes. That used to happen to me. I went through this weird phase where I would hiccup only once or twice per day for no reason. Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. I got Nile green seeds. Appears to be 1 water, 2 weed equals 2 flax. Oh my god, I want one of those. I need to get that. See? We're just a few hours into the tale. and people are already finding more efficient ways to do the menial tasks, right? And that's what it's all about. Finding more efficient ways in automation. Alright, let's build me some more brick racks and get back to work on bricks. I'll stick with that pattern, I suppose. Why is this awkward? Why is this awkward? There we go. Because my camera's at an angle? I didn't think that would matter. Maybe it does. Every brick rack eats up boards. But you gotta have them. And you see the weird loop, right? You gotta do this to do that, to do this to do that. How much mud do I have? Alright, I need... I never can remember the ratio of mud to sand, ever. Oh, I got an email this morning from a dev. Gave me 4 keys to a game that releases on Tuesday, I think it is. And we're gonna put it in the Strangelands Cup. I'm not gonna tell you what game it is, but we're gonna record it probably Monday, and then it gets released on Wednesday. So that was pretty good timing on his part. Alright, more boards. Wait, did I gather any slate? Oh yeah, I don't have any slate. This is gonna break and... Yep. They do have macros to do this as well. There's macros. They're not part of the game. They're third party, just like, you know, they all are. There are macros where you can set it so it picks up slate for you up and down the coast. There's grass picking macros. There's flax macros. They're all out there. As long as you don't abuse it, use it unattended, you're usually good to go. They don't like it when you set a macro and then leave for work or whatever, you know? That's a difficulty when you have such a resource-intensive game, right? Because how do you fight people who abuse macros? You can't make the resources harder to get because they're using macros because it's already hard to get. So what you end up doing is you punish the people who don't use macros. Because the people who use macros will just find a new macro to do it the new way. Most of the ways to combat macroing, or at least unattended macroing, punishes people who don't macro. So it's a really hard thing to juggle. This is a good wood spot, now that I realize we have these hawthorns, and this one over here. That's not bad at all. My only worry about these right here is pollution. These are a little close to our base, so pollution is a little bit of a concern long term. School of Body is definitely a nice wood spot, but you might want to wait because lots of people here. Nice trees on both sides of the bridge. Ah, thank you, thank you. Mirage. Oh, I didn't see that you asked me about me running for wood around School of Body. No, I didn't. I got banned from RuneScape, got reported as a bot from doing a specific route from the bank in a mining spot. Never hacked or used bots, but still got banned for being suspicious. I never played RuneScape. I don't really have the desire to either. Once we get to level 2, a whole lot more will open up to us as well. It snowballs in the beginning. Once you break through that barrier, so many things start opening up and you can start picking a path. Oh wow, it's 5 o'clock. Oh my god. I don't think I'll get this done in time. Oops, wrong hotkey there, Chief. What? What? That was awkward. That was lag. Still in need of straw. Okay. But I got some materials for this dude. I got 48 bricks. He's gonna need that. And wood. Bam. Stuff is done. Okay, cool. Now I can, I think, expand it. I know Mirage is saying I should expand it one at a time. And that's true, but if I remember correctly, you get a discount if you do multiple expansions in one shot. The material cost isn't as heavy. Am I remembering correctly? What is a pottery reel take? I forget. Oil, ugh. Leather, flystone, yeah, we're nowhere near that, guys. No. I gathered 100 wood in less than 5 minutes. It's really worth the run. Oh, nice. Good find. You don't need tubs. I think I'm ready to expand. Add a sector. What happens if I do that and that? No! Okay. Remove. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oops. Abandoned blueprints. I ran into lag and then I jacked it up. So, that's digging in. It didn't dig in last time when I did that, did it? There it goes. How about... I'm looking for a way to kind of cheat this system, guys. I'm sorry. Not cheat the system. Maximize my efficiency. As far as resources go. No, what are you doing? Yeah, see, it's digging into the ground. Stop that. All right. That was 16, wasn't it? It should say... I wish it would tell me. Hold on. I wasn't paying attention. I was just clicking willy-nilly. It was one here. One here. So that's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right. The blueprints have been altered. Pray I don't alter them further. Okay. 80 straw, 20 flax, 42 boards, toe, mud, bricks, boards, toe, mud, bricks, flax for underflooring. A lot of stuff. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to work on this some. I'm going to take a break and come back, stream a little bit later tonight, probably at the usual time. 8 Eastern, 7 Central. That way I give myself a little bit of a break. And we can stream this again. And I don't know, I'll probably only play 2 hours later tonight on stream. I don't think I'll be for too long. What's going up, Roddy? You missed all the excitement from earlier. I got people chilling in my camp all over the place. There was a bow we got during an anniversary event. When the event ended, as long as the bow was equipped, you were fine. The moment you unequipped the bow for any reason, you were locked into going, what, P2P? Peer-to-peer? Do we re-equip it? What? But yeah, I'm going to take a break, give my voice a rest and all that, and I'm going to try to be here in about 2 hours, I think. In about 2 hours. We'll see. Let's lock this up. Oh, pay to play. We need loot crates to get more flax. Yeah. Thankfully, the new dev of this game is anti-pay to win. So, while some of the players asked for it to help fund the game, he was dead set against it, which is good. I don't want pay to win in my games. Trade sheep for wood. You can. You absolutely can. That basically did it for you. You lost all respect for RuneScape. It's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, Sorian. You have a good night. We'll see you again. Alright, guys. I'm taking my 2 hours off. I'll be back later. And... da. Oh my god, it's not working. All that work I put into it and it's not working.